Everybody doing today? Juan here. So I want to dive in with you in the next series of videos all about anxiety. If you're someone out there, you're one of the 18% of the individuals, and that's the statistic there. 18% of individuals in the US struggle with anxiety, anxiety disorder, whether it be OCD, where you have some sort of obsession, if you will, a phobia, just in that general capacity of anxiety. I want to walk you through these video series, all free, all for you to utilize so that you're able to manage your anxiety, you're able to tame it. And in those videos, you're going to be able to receive coping skills, triggers, understanding what anxiety is so that you're able to walk with it in your journey of life. So this first video, we're going to get into really acknowledging, this comprehension of anxiety. I think sometimes we get an idea that, a student sitting in a classroom and they're taking a test and they're freaking out, they're sweating bullets, and we go, yeah, they're going through test anxiety. But there is, a healthy version of anxiety, because in a way, anxiety keeps us alert. You could be walking through the woods like I was this morning, and you start to hear some rattle in the background, maybe something a little bit louder than what a squirrel sounds like on a leaf. So then your brain goes, shit, is it a bear? Right? So it kind of keeps you on alert. And if it is a bear, you're like, thank goodness that I had that reaction. Because if I had not had that reaction, that bear would have came over here and tore me to pieces. Forget what that movie is with Leonardo DiCaprio. There's that giant bear that he fights. Awesome movie. But I won't be doing any fighting with bears. So I share that with you so you can kind of see this differentiation between, to an extent, it's healthy for us to have that level of anxiety to keep us alert, to keep us aware and functioning in a healthy manner. But then whenever anxiety gets to the point that it dances with functioning, like that student example I gave you, or that daughter that goes to work and wants to ask for a raise, but she gets into that meeting and her thoughts and her words don't connect. She notices that her heart rate is just going faster and faster and faster, and she feels lightheaded and tired. And instead of being present in that moment, she's going and getting closer to an anxiety attack. The symptoms are just escalating. So that's what we're going to get into. We're going to look at our triggers, causes. We're going to look at, all of those facets, through the series of videos. But I wanted to start this one to kind of give you that introduction so that you know what we're going to get into. I gave you that statistic as far as 18% of the population here in the US struggle with an anxiety disorder, just so that you kind of have an idea, of how that impacts us. And from time to time, you see my eyes move down. I've got some notes. Also want to share with you with anxiety. Anxiety is, our mind and body, right? So you've got the mind and then you got the body, and they connect. That's why I'm able to say the things that I'm saying now. And whenever they connect in the area of anxiety, it causes some of these changes. One of them is feeling overwhelmed, feeling stressed. Usually it's triggered by some sort of like dangerous situation or something unfamiliar, an unfamiliar situation that you're in. So far in this video, you've been able to get an introduction. You've been able to look at, a little bit of playful statistics, if you will. And then in the next ones, we're going to go into some of that bread and butter, where you look at, okay, there's the triggers, there's the coping skills. So I will see you in the next video.